How to raise kids to be successful and live a better life. If we were to ask you, what would you want most for your kids? It's likely the answer would be that you want them to be happy and successful. It's natural and good to want this, but the reality is that this doesn't turn out to happen as often as it should. Surprisingly, there might be some common things parents do that inhibit your child's growth into success and happiness. That's why, in this video, we are going to show you how to raise your kids to be successful and live a better life. Keep watching to find out. The attachment theory. You are probably asking, what's the attachment theory and what does it have to do with our kids' success? This theory can be considered the cornerstone of how we develop and the quality of our relationships. Essentially, the attachment theory is a way to observe the type of attachment we develop with our parents. There are three main types of attachments. The first is the secure attachment. As you probably can guess, this attachment style is when a child trusts their parents. The second is the resistant anxious attachment. This attachment style is when a child wants to have affection from their parents but instead tries to push it away as a coping mechanism. The third is the avoidant anxious attachment. This shows when a child does not want any comfort or care from their parents regardless of the situation. Unfortunately, the last two attachment styles, anxious, are both early signs that your child may be inhibited in their development with both themselves and the world around them. But what do relationships have to do with success? Well, success can only exist if we can have healthy relationships. For example, with your friends at school, your teachers, romantic relationships, coworkers, your boss, etc. If we can't form healthy relationships between our peers on all levels, the success, let alone a better life, is just a dream. So, what can we do to make sure that our children feel secure in their relationships and ultimately lead happy and successful lives? Number 1, give your child the freedom to do what they want. This may be contrary to what most parents believe will allow children to be happy and successful. However, science has consistently shown that providing a secure space for your children to develop, even if it may seem contrary to successful and healthy habits, will allow your child to learn certain skills that are necessary for success. One of these important skills is self-efficacy. What is that, you ask? It's your ability to use what you have, both skills and materials, to solve problems. We really like number 4. Keep watching to find out how that unconventional skill can lead your child into success and happiness. Number 2, be a good example. If you want your children to grow up successful and be happy, then you should also be successful and happy. It's known that children are great imitators. They learn by observing you, the parents, so if you are willing to yell and scream when you make a mistake, expect your children to do the same. On the contrary, if you make a mistake and continue to work through it until you accomplish your goal, then your kids will certainly do the same. Another important element to remember is that you can teach your kids about goals and motivation by example. Show your kids that when you really want to accomplish something, that you make lists and follow deadlines. This will inspire your kids to do the same when they want to accomplish something. Number 3, use the appropriate methods for teaching boundaries. It's way too common for parents to use the reward and punishment system. These systems are often much more detrimental than they are helpful. But don't you need to set boundaries so your kids know what is right and what is wrong? Of course. However, there are more efficient ways to teach this to your children. By the way, are you enjoying the video so far? Why not give it a like and subscribe to the channel? Don't forget to ring the notification bell for all the latest updates. The most important aspect about teaching your children boundaries is to make sure you explain why what they've done is inappropriate. For instance, if your child breaks your favorite vase and you punish them without telling them what they did, do you think they are going to figure it out on their own? It's unlikely. However, if you took the time to say that it really upset you that they broke your vase because you really liked it, then your child can make the connection as to why what they did is wrong. Isn't it easier just to explain something? Number 4. Let them follow what they enjoy. How many times have you heard stories of children saying their parents want them to be doctors, lawyers, or engineers? How many of those kids actually wanted to follow that path? If you truly want your kids to be happy and very successful, it's important to support them in whatever hobbies and tasks they enjoy. It's best not to worry too much about financial means regarding what they enjoy. Just because your child likes swinging on the monkey bars doesn't mean they'll want to do that as a job. However, it's likely going to help them develop skills and strategies that will help them in their careers. So, what do you think of these ways to raise your kids to be successful and lead a better life? Do you agree or disagree with these methods? Have you practiced any of these methods with your children? Let us know in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching and see you later.